It's my belief that too often we depend on the school system to bring some form of Black history into the schools, and it's basically done through Black History Month. Yet I tend to find that it's misconstrued, it's not represented on a Black basis, it's always from a European basis, therefore an unapologetic standpoint, whereby I believe that having a Black teacher in the schools, the system is basically set up specifically for the Black history. It will build the child's self-esteem, Black awareness, and empower that child to know that what's being said is actually what's taking place and not from a white perspective where it's basically watered down.
I will no longer listen to your lies. And so no longer will my kids be deceived by your loony cartoons on your TV. Where the cotton picking minute yells Bugs Bunny. While I'm in front of the Klan, they try to shoot the black off of Daffy. Tom and Jerry make fun of my handkerchief, head tie, and pole black mammy. And that cat Tom turns blackface every time he gets shot in the face. All of a sudden he's a nigga clown wearing buckwheat braids. Please, we will no longer listen to those lies, brother.
The same system that will nourish and help flourish white children will also starve and help stagnate Black children, because the issue becomes whether they can be educated for the benefit of our community.
Marcus Garvey dreamed his words as you climb uphill. He said, "Up you by your race, you will accomplish what you will." People without knowledge is like a tree without roots. Let's look for me in the wilderness storm. Let's travel the route.
Hatu, we are the students of Sankofa Black Print.
Currently, I am the French instructor at Sankofa Black Print. Sankofa Black Print means to follow the right path. It's an independent African schooling institution in which we try and achieve teaching our children according to the principles of righteousness and truth and morality, how to cultivate their divinity within and to grow to become good leaders of themselves and of others.
But we're also grounding them in their culture, in their race, and making them proud of who they are, helping them to realize that we come from a very great legacy and that we have to continue that legacy. But in order for us to do that, we have to be cultivated in the proper way.
I am human, I am a man, I am an African. I am a born Jamaican and original yardman, see? I am from the Caribbean region, home of the Arawak Indians. I am a naturalized Canadian. Does this mean this is my home and native land? I have the blood of my African ancestors coursing through my veins. I can feel their pain. Let them not die in vain. I am human from humanity. I beg not your pity. I have integrity. I am human from humanity, from humanity, from humanity.
Every day you help yourself by adapting a piece of yourself. We have to adapt the black culture again because it has been abandoned, beaten out of us. So time for us to adapt it, and our way of doing it is to renature our people, and that's the best upliftment I can offer us.
As a radio organization, because we do use that means. So yes, we plan to do more, and by no means have we exhausted all the routes that we could take as radio. So my commitment is to continue to facilitate the forum, to continue to facilitate the partnerships that count, and to continue to spread the word about our people.
What we're trying to do is encourage people to understand and review what is part of what is an Afrocentric curriculum. So therefore, the International Inventors Museum, which shows the information about people of African descent in the world of innovation. So I think that was very important for people to see and understand, because that has to be part of the curriculum. On the Visions of Science side, we do science experiments, but all our experiments also has information related and role models related to the experiment that we're doing. For example, if we do an experiment on chemistry, we will show African chemists, so that an African chemist who are alive.
We're teaching kids in our community about African history, Caribbean history. And the objective is basically to instill in them a positive understanding of history from an African perspective, because the school books today just do not do justice to our history and what we're about.
So as far as upliftment for the African people here and abroad, our focus is on working directly with the children in Africa, finding a way to influence that problem somehow. We need to understand what's happening there right now. There are approximately 7 million children without parents growing up in Africa. This is something that's going to affect the entire planet in the next 10 to 15 years. So what are we doing? We are setting up organizations, linking up the proper organizations that are taking care of children that has been orphaned by AIDS in Africa.
The work that we do is we provide information and inspiration to Africans living in Canada. And the reason that we do this is to assist them in making that final trip abroad. Abroad means Africa. The function is to get people to move back into Africa. And as far as the Africans are concerned, the idea is to have one Africa as the objective, and that is my work.